Denial and defense. The president's son-in-law offered both today in the Russia investigation. He spoke privately for members of the U.S. Senate staff and briefly publicly for news cameras. Our coverage begins with John Yang.
Outside the White House West Wing, Jared Kushner did something he rarely does: speak to reporters.
Let me be very clear. I did not collude with Russia, nor do I know of anyone else in the campaign who did so. I had no improper contacts.
He dismissed the idea that his father-in-law benefited from Russian meddling in the election.
Donald Trump had a better message and ran a smarter campaign, and that is why he won. Suggesting otherwise ridicules those who voted for him.
Kushner took no questions from reporters, but said he had answered all questions from Senate Intelligence Committee investigators in a 2-hour closed-door session. His 11-page prepared remarks gave the first public explanation of 4 meetings he had with Russians during the campaign and transition. He said he did not know the purpose of the June 9, 2016 meeting that Donald Trump Jr. set up with Russian attorney Natalia Veselnitskaya, campaign chairman Paul Manafort, and others in hopes of getting dirt on Hillary Clinton. Kushner said he arrived late and quickly determined that my time was not well spent. It was, he said, a waste of our time, a judgment his brother-in-law has also expressed.
It was literally just a wasted 20 minutes, which was a shame.
Less than a month after President Trump won the election, on December 1st, Kushner and National Security Advisor designate Michael Flynn met with the Russian ambassador, Sergei Kislyak. According to Kushner, the envoy said he wanted to talk about Syria and convey information from his generals. Kislyak asked if there was a secure line in the transition office. Told that there wasn't, Kushner asked if the Russians had an existing communication channel at his embassy we could use. The ambassador said that would not be possible. On December 13th, Kushner met at Kislyak's insistence with Sergei Gorkov, the head of a Russian bank that's under U.S. sanctions. He said Gorkov told him he was friendly with President Putin and expressed hopes for a better relationship in the future. Kushner said he has not been in contact with Gorkov since. As for the matter of Kushner's original security clearance application not including any of his foreign contacts, the president's son-in-law said it was an accident. He said it was submitted prematurely due to a miscommunication with an assistant. It's been updated at least 3 times since. On Sunday, the White House appeared ready to accept a new sanctions bill scheduled for a House vote tomorrow. It would target Russia and limit Mr. Trump's ability to lift the penalties.
We support where the legislation is now, and we'll continue working with the House and Senate to put those tough sanctions in place.
But late today, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said the president is still studying the legislation, which was introduced because of questions raised by the Russia investigation, which has now entered a new phase. Kushner will be back on Capitol Hill tomorrow for a private session with members of the House Intelligence Committee. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm John Yang.
The White House said later that President Trump was, quote, very proud of his son-in-law's actions today. We'll go deeper on all of this right after the news summary.